Now, I know there are no formulas in the art world, but there are cheat codes, and I think I found the greatest cheat code when it comes to lighting in Blender. Imagine if you could just paint light exactly where you want in your scene, right in the viewport. Well, that's what today's add-on Light Painter does. So let's check it out. Alright, let's get started now. Select a light in your scene, then in the Light Painter side panel, hit Reset Light, which spawns the custom node system in the shader editor for that light. And now you can literally just grab the brush tool, change the color to whatever you want, and start drawing light onto your models. Isn't that crazy? And literally that's all it takes. That's it. Now, of course, we don't just want a plain boring white light in our scene. We want to art direct this whole thing. And that's where the layer system comes in here. Light Painter gives you a full Photoshop style layer stacking right inside your 3D viewport. Every time you want to try a new effect, you just hit the plus button here to add a new layer on top. Each layer has its own opacity slider and blend modes like mix, multiply, screen, whatever you want. You can also use hotkeys to quickly adjust things. Hold D plus left mouse button to move. Hold F plus left mouse button to rotate. And hold V plus left mouse button to scale your painted layers across the light's UV space. And finally, you can just merge visible layers, which resets the active layer to a solid fill color, like this. Alternatively, to instantly fill the active layer with any solid color or tint you want, you can use the solid color option here in the Fill Active Layer panel. And you don't even have to paint from scratch using the Image Text option here. You can load any image texture from the previous project directly onto the active layer to use as an instant gobo base. Now here is where the tool gets even smarter. Under the Paint Mode tab here, you have two entirely different ways to project your paint: camera space and light space. In camera space, what you see is exactly what you get. The brush fall off maps one-to-one with your screen. You just paint over your scenes and the light perfectly covers that exact shape from the camera's perspective. But if you switch to light space, the calculations, shape size, fall off, and gradient blending are performed in the light texture space. As a result, the paint may appear distorted in the viewport depending on the light's distance and angle. In this mode, the add-on shoots a raycast straight from your cursor onto your 3D geometry to figure out exactly where the light should land. You can also switch it to plane mode, which locks the projection to a flat mathematical plane based on your first click. Let's now talk about all the extra stuff you can do with this tool. The brush tool isn't just a simple circle, you get mathematical fall-off curves, and by default it correctly uses a cosine fall-off. You can also switch to Gaussian or cubic and tweak the gamma slider here to give your strokes a harsher or softer edge. If your stroke looks a little jagged, there's a built-in post-processing blur with Gaussian or S-curve kernels to smooth it out. And then there's the gradient tool. You just drag across your screen to draw a gradient directly into the light texture, which correctly uses a radial shape and linear color space blending by default. But what makes this feature crazy is the OKLCH blending option here. If you switch to that color space, when you mix two colors, it interpolates the hue along an arc to keep the incredibly accurate colors from the color wheel. You don't get those muddy, ugly transition colors you normally get with the standard sRGB blending. Now, let's talk about the paint surface section, which gives you total control over what geometry actually receives your paint. With the paint on setting, you can restrict your painting scope to all meshes, a single object, or a specific collection, keeping your strokes exactly where you want them. You also get the skip transparent section where you can drop your glassy objects if you want to skip painting over them. The add-on uses an occluder skipping algorithm to completely ignore those objects, letting your painted light shine right through them as if they don't even exist. To be honest, I know that lighting is usually the hardest mountain to cross in the 3D world for most users, and I think this add-on makes it much, much easier. I highly recommend picking this add-on up from the link in the description. Test it out and have fun with it, and if you make something with it, make sure you share it with me or the creator of the add-on. But yeah, that's it for this video. As always, thanks for watching till the end, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.